at West 49 doing some shopping. Got the flannel rack here. Very nice.
Words mean more at night, like a song. Did you have
Hitting it up with the new khakis, flannel, and coverall, I don't know, fleece. That's what they call it. But it was a great deal, so I don't really care how it looks. I mean, it's still clothing, and clothing is good, so yeah. Here, let me show you guys. I definitely went overboard. I got that, I got these, I got socks, what's that again here? Fleeces and things like that. Very good deal at West 49, so I didn't really care where the store was. I just kind of picked up whatever I could, because yeah, I need some new clothing. So yeah, a lot of people that I hang out with don't shop at West 49, but I really don't care if it's Walmart. As long as the stuff looks good and it's cheap, I'm good, because I'm a very I do care about what I wear, don't get me wrong, but I also care about the price. That's a very big factor. Now, I got most of this at Zoomies. Not Zoomies. Blue Notes. Blue Notes is very good, but I got the fleece at West 49, because it was like, they had like 2 fleeces and 1 t-shirt for like $60, and I was like, that's a good deal, so I did it. Yeah. But so basically, to explain, I had a meeting with a guy I know who is really into IT. He works for a mobile development company. I don't know what the name of it is. I didn't get to ask him. But yeah, I was talking to him, and that was a great little chat we had. Me, my dad, Riley, him, and his girlfriend. They're all very nice. Shout out to them. Not going to say their names. Don't know if I think they watched the vlog. I don't know. I mentioned it, but yeah, shout out to them. And then I went over and I just bought clothes. I was like, I need new clothes, so I went over and picked up some new stuff. Picked up some new hipster threads. That's what Riley's been calling them, so I was like, okay. So, just edited the vlog, and I just realized how short this was. I had no one, I was like, yo, I've got tons of shots. It's all good. I don't need to worry about it. And then I get all of the shots together and only have like 3 minutes and 51 seconds worth of a vlog. So I thought I would extend that by talking to you guys. And this is going to be a little interesting. I've been wanting to try this for a little while, but I haven't really worked up to it, I guess. So this is a short story, but it should fill in the gap. I really didn't anticipate on telling you guys stories 16 vlogs in. I thought it was just going to be vlogging, but apparently it's a little bit of storytelling, photography, it's a little bit of everything. It's like the, I'm like the YouTube channel, like the Misk type YouTube channel. You can just relate to it any which way, and yeah, it's just, I want this to be very open. I want it to be a bit of an open community, where you're not just experiencing my life, but you're learning from my mistakes, because I make a lot of them. But I want you guys to be very, I want you guys to be educated from the stuff that I produce. Like, I don't want this to be me sort of just throwing stuff at you, being very cocky. So, a part of that is I'm going to be telling you a story that happened to me a little while ago. So, this was the very first day of high school. which for a lot of people is very intimidating, very stressful. Now, note how I said this is going to be a short story. This is a very short story. And, yeah, first day of high school. The only people that really know about this were the people that were there, and there was a lot of people there. But, I walked right through the door, you know, they came up to me. I was a little stressed out, a little jittery, like, I gotta get out of here type thing. I just gotta do what I have to do, then just ship out of the school. And I got there, and I had, walked down there. They checked off my name. I was just strolling right through, and when I got into this gym, I was a nervous wreck. And I didn't really realize it. Like, I didn't realize how nervous I was until after they checked my name, and they were like, oh yeah, go ahead, go right through those doors. Walking through those doors, they open up the big gymnasium doors. I'm walking out to my group in front of everyone else that is going to that high school, and I come out with, no joke, the biggest, like, Joker-sized smile you would ever seen. And a lot of people, actually, there were a lot of people there, a lot of people hanging out with today that would remember that, and I'm just standing there, just beaming, just going to my group, without, like, breaking down on the floor, like, crawling back through those doors. I was just, like, the worst nervous wreck you would ever have seen. If you can just imagine that, like, it was pretty crazy. So yeah, first day of high school, not my finest hour, but I made it through. I got over it. I strolled through. I went through my classes, went to my locker. Everything was all good. But throughout that experience, I learned something, and this is what I'm going to pass on to you guys, actually. Things that have a bad start, like, don't get me wrong, that was a pretty bad start. Smiling, like, beaming, like, get me through, get me to my group. I was just freaking out. I was probably tearing up, like, my eyes were tearing up just because of the gymnasium lights, really bright lights at our school. But just walking through the door with this massive grin, I'm just I couldn't even imagine how I would look. I feel very bad for the people who were actually there and had to experience it. But yeah, the point is, if something starts off bad, it doesn't mean it's gonna end bad. I've had a great time in high school. You know, I'm not a straight A student, but I'm doing well. And I think that in the end, what will go on, and this is just my personal philosophy, because I listen to a lot of things that I say, believe it or not. I really roll by my own. I read my own books. I roll by I roll by my own ball, if you've ever heard that term. I'm not a big follower. I'm not a big leader. I prefer to just go my own way. And a part of that is through things like, on Wednesday, my UBC visit. That was a roll by my own way type thing. I was there on my own. I went through. I made a ton of friends. Some of them who watched the vlogs, and stuff like that. So just because it starts off bad doesn't mean it's going to end bad. Anyways, yeah, that was my little filler story. I know it wasn't the best, but it took up a little bit of time. So, yeah, if you like that embarrassing story, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and goodbye.